Apparently my clock up there is off. I just said hello in the chat there, and uh-oh, the live chat's gone. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm having to use Jeff's phone, so oh, of course on his I'm gonna have to watch it. Okay, how do I turn the sound down? Sorry. Oh my gosh. My phone is not, it was not charging my old phone that I use usually for this part. So okay, so let's say hello to Lolly. Hi Kat. Hi Jenna Lee. Hi Tommy. Hi Mary. Hi Regina. Hi Sharon. Welcome. I think I caught everybody there. Okay, so I hope you picked up your freebie. This is what we have this week. You have the green lotto, the antique lotto card. And this is from an in-leaf of a book. Isn't it gorgeous? An antique book. And this, and then some music over here. And we've got a couple little things. And then I did words, and I did two little like just partial sayings. And then our Bible verse is, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Romans 15:13. I chose this one because there are so many out there that in some way, shape, or form are just hanging on and wanting to, remind them, okay, that we have hope. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try and see if I can make this one work, because his keeps turning off. And so yeah, so I hope you guys are all well, and hopefully, this we've been gone for a week, so there we go. There we go. Okay, so hi Penny Pudge, welcome. Let's see if hi Big Mama. Okay, so that is this one. Now, if you are a Patreon, we got some new Patreons. And so I did make Anna's welcome gift. And you can see it's really similar. And that way you're going to be able to make more than one of the things we're going to make today. We're going to make something. I think it's really cool. We'll make it at least 2 times, possibly 3. Okay, so we have the music, the lotto, the postcard. Then you have a postcard, and you have this little postcard down here. It says Friday freebie up there, but that's because I used the same template. But this was the welcome gift for Anna. So welcome to Anna to our Patreon. I'm so sorry I didn't get to do that publicly yet. But yeah, so we are going to be making a tag with mini pockets. And so I'm going to show you oh my gosh. So one of the papers I got, this is business card. I was in my papers that just has random, like one of this, one of that. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this one. Now, for folding this, so I'm going to have a separate, okay? And it can have anything on the back. because the way that we're going to do this, it is going to be folded up, and the back, you're not going to see it anyway. And then I have another way of doing it, but this is the way we're doing it today with the ones that we have. Okay. I know this is really cool, and I had it saved probably to use for Thanksgiving or fall time, but it's green, and I am making a green journal, so I need green things. So what I'm going to do for my for the folding is, I know that I used for these two spots, I used my tag program, or my tag template, so that I know that I can go ahead and I'm going to fold it over just like that at the first one, and then we'll fold it. Okay. And that's going to give me my first fold. Okay. And then I'm going to come back in with the second one, and I'm going to fold it in. Okay. So we're going to start off with this. We're going to go ahead and set this aside. Okay. Hi, Kathy D. Welcome. Okay, so we have our goodie here. Okay. And so this is going to be my cover. I'm going to turn it this way. Okay. I want whatever the biggest page. So this is going to be my cover. Okay. And then these two are going to fold together and fold in. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make this my cover. Ah. Okay. So your middle is your cover. You know what we can do? Let's make a cheat sheet. Let's make a cheat sheet. Let's use this graph paper. Okay, so you can do that. You can draw this along with me. We're going to go ahead. There's our paper. And we're going to divide it into 3 pieces. Okay. This is going to be my cover. The other 2 pieces are going to come in and make our finished tag. Okay. Now, I have given you these pieces, and so let's go ahead and we'll cut these out. So we're in Big Mama's car. Hi, Big Mama, in the car. So I am putting together a collab, and this is your invitation to write to me if you would like to be a part of a collab. We're going to be working with Trash to Treasure, Dear Julie style, sort of, except for that you get to do well, we'll talk about it when we talk about it. You get to do your favorite. This is something that's been in the works for me for a while. I kept having interruptions. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to come over here, and I'm going to cut out these 2 pieces also. Now, I will be doing one where you can just use a large tag page. I just did not, my printer stopped talking to my computer. Actually, my printer just broke. I got one yesterday at the Goodwill, but we have not been able to check it yet to see if it's going to work. Hoping. Jeff is convinced that it's going to work and it's going to be fine. I'm not so sure, but we will see. Okay, so I'm cutting these 2 pieces out. Okay, and I may have to cut them a little more. I don't know all the words to the wheels on the bus. So for me, it would be 99 bottles of soda on the wall. So, Big Mama. Okay, so this is going to go on my cover. Then, okay, so these pieces are going to come around. And I kind of like this. I think, yeah, I'm going to do it this way. Okay. So what is going to happen here? I should have brought my sample. Okay. Okay, I remember. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and choose one of these. Okay, and I'm going to use this one. And I am going to use my 1-inch. Okay, we'll see. Hi, Norma. Welcome, Norma. Oh, I forgot to tell you, if you're looking for the freebie, it is at patreon.com/dearJulieJulie. It's also listed down below. Okay, now we are going to go ahead and put this on, but I am going to glue the whole thing down. Okay, I'm not going to, sure I am. My glue is stuck. I'm going to glue the whole thing down. Yes, cat, no kicking. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We're making a tag with mini pockets. It's actually going to have 4 pockets. And so we are going to be able to use a one-sided paper. Okay. That's what's really exciting about this way that I did this. There's going to be other ways, of course, to do this. But using a page that just has stuff on one side. And you can use a thinner scrapbook paper or whatever for, like, where I used this Thanksgiving page. That was from an Ideals magazine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Okay, so there's one. And then this one is going to go up here, and you can see I need to go ahead and cut it just a little bit. And again, this is not my pocket, okay? This is my decoration on top of my pocket. You could make it a pocket. That's another way of doing it. But yeah, we're going to try a couple different ways of doing this. But here we are using our and remember, my journal is green. It's the White Flowers journal, and it's very green. So this is going to be my piece that comes over like this. It'll actually be the back. And then this will be the front. Now, of course, I love pockets, and I cannot lie. If you want to, you could go ahead and make this a large pocket. You guys, I don't think I have enough things to fill that pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and, like many of you would do, even though you might love pockets, I'm going to go ahead and it is going to be on here for decoration. So, by the way, this is also my why for the ABC Altered Book Junk Journal Challenge embellishments. It is, what is it? Your own embellishment that's not one that we already made for the challenge. Okay, so this is my why. And it is a tag with many pockets. Okay, so my front and my back are taken care of. Now, for my inside piece, I am going to go ahead and, let's see. we are going to go ahead and I think I'm going to tape this. And I think I'm going to grab the Scotch tape because it's on the inside and I don't want to waste some washi tape. And I'm going to just tape this down over here. Okay. You could glue it down, but you're going to lose more of the pocket than if you tape it down, right? Okay. Hi, Ashley. Welcome. Hope everybody's good today. Hello to Maggie if you're there in the background. It was fun to see you yesterday. Okay, so now another thing is, okay, you see this? You could make this into a folio, okay? You could have your front, of course I would be upside down. Okay? But yeah. So there, you could go ahead and just take that and glue it closed, but not for what we're doing here. Okay, so down here, I am going to go ahead and glue the bottom down here closed. Okay. So the bottom down there is closed. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut just the sliver off this edge here, opening this pocket. So you could go ahead and cut up. Okay, so I have a pocket here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to cut, yeah. And this is an old paper, so I'm going to have to tape again. Bloopers are included. If you like bloopers, this is the place to be. That is for sure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a line. Okay, I should have glued this down first, across. I'm so sorry, guys. But you know what's going to happen? As long as I don't go through onto my other page, is I'm going to be able to have a bigger pocket. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue across right here. And that's going to give me a top pocket. Okay. There. And I'll go ahead and tape it down again. Oh, yes. My favorite show from The Big Bang Theory. Put it on me, put it on me, put it on me. When he gives her the crown. Sheldon gives her the crown, and I love that. That's my favorite. My favorite. Okay, so I have a top pocket, okay, on this back piece, and I have a side pocket on this. It's going to be the front, okay? Okay, so side pocket and top pocket. Now, for these other ones, we're going to go ahead and pull out my board. And remember, we're going to do this again, so it'll make sense, better sense probably on the second one. Where's my metal ruler? Don't tell me it went to hang out with Katie's metal ruler. There it is. There's my metal ruler. So I'm going to make a slot here to make my next pocket. Okay, so I'm going to start at the edge over here and come across just to there. Okay, then I'm going to come down, and I want to be right on the top of my page. My other pocket, come down and across, and we'll cut this. So you see I have my page open, you guys, so make sure your page is open, and we'll cut go ahead and pull this slot out. Did I tell you that this page is out of an Ideals magazine? So if I didn't, I'll tell you that it is from an Ideals magazine. Okay. For some reason we got... It's not wanting to come undone. But I know it is cut. Big Mama, how did your speech go? They're asking. I know Big Mama loves the... Okay, so this is going... Now, you see this here? Remember, I had cut the little notch. So if I can find my thing, we're going to go ahead and we're going to come in and we're going to cut the notch also from there. Okay? So that is going to be a pocket here. We're going to lay this over and we're going to have a pocket here. Okay? So to do that, oh, look how cute that is. We're going to go ahead and come across, right across the top of that and right across the top up here. Okay? And then we're going to come down and across. Okay? And that's going to take care of giving us the pocket from the side and the pocket from there. And we'll go ahead and close this. And the base of our tag with mini pockets is done. Okay, and you see we were able to use a paper that had white on one side and okay, so let's see if I cut some things out of the magazine when I was doing the magazine the other day. So we've got this, we've got a pocket here. Well, yeah, got a pocket here. Then you come here and you have a pocket here. It's just because of the stamped edge, doesn't want to go. And you have a pocket here. And these pockets are separate. This pocket, see how it's backed with this? And then this pocket is separate. And we got that because of the way that we folded the paper. Okay? So that is how you can do that. And then because it's a tag, you're going to want to decorate the top, probably, or the side. And I'm like, what do I have? So I had things, and I punched things yesterday. I kind of like this fountain. Isn't that cool? But I think that's going to look really cool with the ladies from the the new thing that we got. Okay. So then this will be able to make into a card that can go into one of the pockets. It's probably going to need to be put on another so this will be able to be a card. And you'll be able to decorate it however you like to decorate. Maybe you have some of those underwater tape things left that you want to use. Stick one on here. I have this. I think I'm going to put that on the top up here. Just check my words. Okay. Put that. Okay. I do want to put it on something. I forgot. Do I have a book page that has white on the back? That would be great. Like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this and I'm going to glue it onto my book page. And that will give me my book page. Okay, where's the words start here. Oh, perfect. So the 74 is probably going to show up. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Oh, Big Mama, don't you be typing while you're driving. Oh, I put this in upside down. Well, oh no, I did. Yeah, I did. I could cut those off. Okay, so that gives us a card for here. And of course, you can add more decorations and things. You've got a place to write here. And of course, you're going to have all those places to tuck things in. Okay, so you'll be able to tuck something in here, tuck something in up here, tuck something in like we've got it here. I'll just show you what these, and tuck something in here. Okay, so those are your mini pockets, and this is your tag, and I need to add some things to it. So I still have out a couple of these white flower stickers from the Grabby box. Oh, very good. Make sure you guys put the prayer requests into the crafty community also. More people will see it there. And I know some actually go there and put them on their prayer lists from there. So found that out when we first started doing that. Kylie. Okay, we're just trying to get this off here. Okay, very good. She's got it all figured out, you guys. She's tech, not technically challenged like I am. Okay, before I put this on here, I think I want to go ahead and add some of the gold. So don't go away. We're going to make another one of these. And then I am going to make one with a large tag. So if you have a Dear Julie Julie digital with a large tag, we'll show you how you can make this using that. I'm using the Alchemy Wax Aged Brass, and it does have a shiny. I've been using that this month. I'll go ahead and glue that down using the art glitter glue. Again, this freebie is available at patreon.com/dearJulieJulie. Hi, Susan. Hi, Rumi. How are you? Susan was my roommate at the gathering. One of them. I had Susan, and then I had my other roommate was Taylor. And let me tell you, if you end up in the love shack at the gathering, it is like the Parent Trap. It's got twin beds, and we were up quite late visiting, and it reminded me of the Parent Trap. So So this is my large tag. I've got all those pockets in there. I have added some, this was Susan Taylor Brown, I think it's deli paper on top of a book page. And then I used a book page there. And I put all my pieces down this time. I did not make extra pockets, but we've got a pocket up here. We have a pocket to the side. We have this pocket here, and we have this pocket to the side. I think that is wonderful. We still have a couple of things that we can use. I think I'm going to go ahead and just attach this little postcard. I think little postcards are really fun. There's actually, there's somewhere there is a, well, I think the Patreons might have access to the mini postcard page. Also want to address, if you are a Patreon and you want to get into the Zoom calls that we have on Thursday, you need to be a Sapphire, which is the $5 level and above, and the information is there. And I'm going to suggest that you screenshot it and like save it in your stuff, because I want to make sure that you have the information. And so if you are, I will put it in again in the next couple of days. And so you'll want to grab that and screenshot it, save it so that you have it, so that you don't miss out. We don't record the craft and chat because it's a craft and chat. It is not a like tutorial type thing. And yeah, so secrets in the Love Shack. Yeah. That's what they call the room over the garage. And it does have a tin roof. And the first 2 nights I was there, the first 2 mornings, it was raining. And it was all I could do to just, you guys, it was amazing. And I was like, if you guys weren't down here, I would not be down here. By the time I finally went downstairs. Okay, so I have a sticker. I have my Dear Julie Julie digitals. All those are Dear Julie Julie digitals. I have a die cut piece. I have the wax. And so I am covered on all my things. Now, this was my idea to make that. Now, some of you are going to go, well, Julie, that is not a book page base. So guess what? I'm going to make one that's a book page base so that I don't get called out, because I will. I will. Let's see. Okay, so how many pages do I need of these? So I'm making my paper out of my book pages, because I personally want it to be a large tag. So let's see. If I put it right up to there. No cameras. No. Okay, look, it's really close, you guys. It's really close. I like this edge. However, the one thing that I do know is I'm going to not want, I don't want to see any of the words of my book. Okay, So let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead. I take my next page and I'm going to move it over a little because remember I said my page was a little bit off. Okay, so I'm using the Friday freebie tag piece right there, and that will be how I find where things go. Okay, this. So that gives me my one fold. And then we'll come in from this side. It's actually going to be a little skinnier. But this is how I would make this within the rules where our base is to be our base is to be the book page. That's for the challenge for this month. Okay, so I have my page. This is basically, it's a little taller than an 8.5 by 11 excuse me, paper. I'm going to go ahead and take off up to the words. Hopefully it'll cut through. Okay. So we are making this same thing again. This time I'm using book pages that I have put together. Let's make sure that was straight. Yeah. Book pages that I have put together. Hi Irma, welcome. Okay, and now I'm going to use, so we'll put these up here. I've got those from the thing. Okay. So this is going to be my cover piece. Okay. And then I can decide how I want to do this. I kind of like the fluffy edge here. Kind of like the fluffy edge. Okay. Apparently we didn't cut, or we didn't fold straight. Okay, so this is the Patreon gift that Anna got as a welcome gift, and when we have a new Patreon, all the paid Patreons have access to that page. And so this is the first. We have a couple of others that have joined that I will make. And I just couldn't print them to make sure that they worked yet because my printer is got a mind of its own today, yesterday, this week, last month. Okay, so I have them. Is Irma throwing cat under the bus? I had thought he. Okay, so I'm going to put the music over the top. I'm going to come down here and figure out where it needs to be cut. Okay, so that will go here. Then we have this, but remember, we want to go ahead and come across the center and come across the bottom with our glue. Come across the center, come across the bottom with our glue. And that is going to be for the bottom, the back pockets, the bottom pockets, okay? Then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use the tape. And I'm just using regular tape because I don't want to waste washi because this is on the inside. Okay. Go ahead and cut my tapes off. So again, we're making a large tag with mini pockets. Okay, so this is going to fold over like this. Okay, it's going to fold over like this. Now we're going to come in and we're going to cut out our our two pieces. And I do know that this is skinnier. So I do like this outside, and I like this side of the postcard because that's where the stamp is. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to come down and I'm going to cut right along here. You cut what you need to fit so that when you put it on, excuse me, that it's going to fit, okay? So for me, well, I'm going to come across the bottom here and the bottom here, okay, like this. And then remember, I did take and I cut using the 1-inch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Notice my page is still open. You see where you could make these pretty fast? Now these pieces that I'm putting on here, these two pieces, those can come from a 6-pack. They're the same size as a 6-pack. If you are familiar with the Dear Julie digitals, I do certain things, and it's so that we can use them in many ways. Instead of, if I had put this on here as a pocket with the notch already out, then that's what you would have. But instead, you have choices that this can go and be a straight pocket. It could be a journaling card that way. And that is why I do it like that. Okay, we'll go ahead and come across. I like the details, like this detail here, so I kept it. We're going to go ahead and figure out where, if I put this on here, I'm going to be able to cut well, I can pretty much cut across. Okay. That looks like it says Julie. It says July 18th. How funny. Okay. There we go. And again, I'm going to put the whole thing down. I'm not going to make a pocket out of this, but if you want more pockets, you are welcome to make a pocket out of this. If you are going to make this into a, like a folio, then, yeah, I would make this into a pocket, maybe even an accordion pocket. So, just for your information, I have May almost finished. If you are a diamond, emerald, topaz, or pearl Patreon, your sneak peek will go into the Patreon on Sunday, as well as you will be able to go into the green room, at least of the group, okay, for next month's, for the May challenge. So, yeah, so if you are a diamond, which is the $15 level, that is one of their perks. Along with that, they also get 20% off digitals all the time. And then when digitals and things go on sale, or digitals go on sale, they get that additional 20% off the sale price. So those perks. And then they get all the perks of everybody down below them. So they get the mini digital kit that the rubies get, and then all the one sheets that all the different levels get. If you have questions, message me at dearJulieJulie@gmail.com. Okay, we're gonna go. And also, I started to talk about the collab, and so if you are interested, also email me at dearJulieJulie@gmail.com. Put collab in the subject line so that it separates out. It's easy for me to find. I can just put collab. And so looking for people that do YouTube videos, that do Instagram or TikTok to help share the collab. Okay, so I have made one of these using book pages. Hi, Chiquita. Welcome. Okay, so now this is the bottom pocket, okay? And this one's going to come out of the side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come up at the top and come across. I'm going to come right across the top of the slot there and go across. And then for this one, I'm going to come down along the edge and across the bottom. Okay. And there we have, we'll add our front. And I want to put this on after because I want to make sure that I have it in the right direction for the way the pockets are. It's much easier. I think it's much easier at this point to add this now. Okay, so this is large pocket or large tag with many pockets is what we're going to call this. This was my letter Y. It's your own embellishment, something that we didn't already do. Okay, and so I have, let's see, I have a pocket here. I have a pocket here. I have a pocket here. And I have to cut my sliver over here. I forgot. So one of the things I could have done is I could have cut this right along that edge when we folded it. Maybe I'll remember on the next one. You know how it is. You get better and better with each thing you do, right? You go, oh, well, it would be easier to do it this way. You know, like all the people that are going to tell me easier ways to do what I did. You should do this. Okay, we just want to open our little pocket over here. There we go. Okay, so we have a pocket here and a pocket here, and you see they're using a separate back and front than this. They're not sharing their space, and that's that was how I came up with this. I was like, well, I could do that, and then I was like, but this one is hitting this one. That isn't going to work. So that's why I came up with using the trifold fold. Okay, then we've got this little guy here. Oh, okay, so the collab is going to be, I'm just putting it together. And I want you guys that actually come here and hang out to be the first to know and to be the first to get to choose what you might want to do. It is going to be a trash to treasure Tuesdays collab through the end of the year. And I have picked several categories, and you will pick your favorite category of trash, if you like, to share your favorite way of using your favorite type of trash. You'll be along with me, the feature on at least one. And of course, we love to have you do all of them. I've tried to do this before, and stuff happened. We've had, it's like, and something might happen again, but I'm gonna get it going. And instead of doing like a month or a 2-week thing, I decided that because of the way that things have happened, for me, and I think for others, to be able to join in and do it is to do something that is once a week. And so, and you'll be able to use your products. I will have a small digital, a 5-page digital that for you to use as well, that is going to be very basic things like postcards, music. This is kind of an idea of what it would have in it. So very, very basic things, and that kit will be for sale. Those that are featured creators, they will receive it as my gift for sharing this. And so that's more than I told the Patreons yesterday about what the challenge is going to be. So I got to think about it a little more, about how to I was doing it on the plane, you guys, on the way to the gathering, and kind of figuring out the logistics and everything. I was going to do it like a 2-week thing, and then I was like, you know what? The thing that's happened is that it's like when Jeff got sick, I had planned to do something for the between Christmas and New Year's, and then into the new year part, and he got sick at Thanksgiving, so I didn't get to do that, and that's okay, because I think this is going to work out much better. So if it's something that you would like to do, again, email me at dearJulieJulie@gmail.com. And we'll get it situated. There's no particular order at this time. It's probably first come, first serve kind of thing. The first people will get their choice, and we'll make that be what the theme is. I'm trying to find something. This was oh, that's got to go in one of my journals. Sorry. I'm looking at stuff that came from the gathering. I've got this box of, shall we say, green stuff. People were bringing me over green stuff. So I'm not looking at the chat right now. I guess I should clarify that. I will be back here in just a second. I'm trying to find something that can go on the back of this card. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, that's another thing that I'm going back to, because I did not get to move my craft room at all, and now My craft room looks probably worse than it did before I started the decluttering. But that's because right before I left, I had brought the things out of the guest room into my craft room, expecting to be to put them right back. And but we decided that it was time for Jeff to move in. Well, Tom decided it's time for Jeff to move into the guest room, and so my stuff doesn't have a place to go back to yet. So I will be decluttering and organizing. Now remember, my decluttering is a little different because I do sell supplies. So some of the things that I have that I was going to possibly use and I'm not going to use now will go into sales. And so I did have some people that were like, well, you're not actually you're not like decluttering and getting rid of things. But yes, I did. I have it ready to be sales. So I went ahead and I backed that. I love that paper. We're going to be doing some gel printing because I am really enjoying a couple of the magazines that I went through while I was resting reminded me that I want to do that. So, okay, so this can go this way in here, but I've added a pocket using the pieces. Okay, I kind of like that. Of course, it could go here. I kind of like it there better. Okay, but we have another large tag. Okay, you have a pocket here and a pocket here. You have a pocket here, and then we went ahead and slit this, and you've got a paper here. Now, because this is slit, that would be a perfect place for something to come across. I'm going to go ahead and add, a couple pieces, I guess. Some of the tape, and this time I'm going to fix it so that it can go all the way around. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put this side up against. Yeah, so this side is going to go up against here. And I'm going to roll it over. This is the drywall tape, and that is going to help to keep this from going any further than right there. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. Just to help. I probably should have come down over that slot a little. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 of these. And then next, I wanted to do one using a Dear Julie Julie digital. Okay, so we have this one. This is from the Patreon kit. Okay, I'll need to add some more things to this for it to be able to count for the for the challenge. But mainly I wanted to show you how to make those. So we made one out of book pages. Okay, we made our own sheet of paper out of book pages. We made one from a one-sided, I would say one-sided because the other side had all those words and everything. But I love the way that turned out with the green edge. So maybe you have something like a magazine or something that is the perfect color, but all the stuff going on that's on it is not going to work for you. Then there you go. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and do one with a Dear Julie Julie digital. Okay, This is a large tag page. And again, remember my printer is printing funny. So this one had Easter references on it. It was and then you've got the giant Easter lilies there in the yard. This is from the White Flower digital that the Patreons received at the beginning of April, before I left. On my trip, it was a special edition. Okay, so got this. Go ahead and fold this over. And I'm checking for the fold, not using the bottom because I used my scissors. Hi, Mary. Oh, that's right. You've got... Mary, the next time, but you know what? What name is that one under? Because we could go back and check if you're blocked by us. Because sometimes, well, we used to have it happen quite often where people accidentally got blocked. Okay, so this will be my cover page. And one of these is going to float under and one is going to float on top. And you can decide which one you want to go, which way you want it to go. I'm going to do it this way because I want my pockets on this side this time. Okay, so remember, you go ahead and you come in and you glue across. And you glue across. Okay, remember you're going to lose one of the pages. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to come in with the tape. As long as she's real. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Big Mama, it was before your time that I'm talking about. You're good. Okay, now, I forgot, again, we were going to remember to cut the notch off over here, but I forgot. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. And that's going to give me that pocket. Okay, so we're just taking a sliver off. And that will open it up and give us that pocket. Remember, we have this pocket on the top. Okay. Then we're going to come over here. We're not adding anything this time. Okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at our page and decide where we want to put the slotted pocket. I think I'm going to go ahead and line that up. I think I'm going to use this as my, you see this railing right here? I think I can use that to figure out where to put it. I hope it's kind of straight. Okay, so slotted. Go ahead and put our little slot. We'll go to the top of that railing, or the top of the bottom of the railing. Go across. Oh, we're going to have a big, it's okay. Got quiet. Okay. So, I mean, this is something that you're going to be able to do on any kind of paper. And of course, this is my channel, and the way that I get to still be here all the time is by selling some digitals or Patreon. So we'll be, plus we need them for the challenge each month. Okay. Okay, so remember, underneath here, it is glued across, giving us this, and across the bottom, giving us this pocket and this pocket. Okay, it's folded and taped down. Oh, that's why I was having trouble there, is because of the tape. Okay, now we'll go ahead and come across on top of where the slot is and across the top of the page, giving us a side pocket. Okay, and then to give us this bottom pocket, we're going to come across the bottom and up the side. Okay, and then we'll put that down. Oh, okay, you're quiet because I'm using a knife. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so then you have your pocket. Now, might have been a good idea on this particular one, especially, to go ahead and distress. But now you have a pocket here. You have your pocket here that I did not, it's not straight. So what I would do to fix that is put some decoration right here so that helps with the weight. Like maybe put this tape right here. That's what I'm thinking. So what do you guys think of large tag with mini pockets? And many ways of doing it. And how did you like your freebie? Okay. This time I'm not going around it. Okay. Okay. So top pocket, side pocket. Top pocket, side pocket. And it is a large tag that you can then decorate. And let's go ahead and so there you go. 3 different versions of that using a book page. And yes, for your if you need an embellishment to make, you can make this one. And I think the if you use your theme colors for your back piece, because you can also, of course, you can distress it to bring out your colors and things. Let's go ahead and, just so I have this finished for the challenge. Now remember, this month in the challenge, you did not need to fill all your pockets. So yeah, you're welcome. Okay, we have the tape. We have our Dear Julie Julie digital and our book page. And so I need to add some other things. What do we got? I got just a couple of the white flowers left. This is a sticker. Okay, we got that up there. Let's maybe put our sticker down. You are very welcome. make sure that you go and get that. Don't forget the ones from before I went on vacation are there also. I used some of this yesterday, but there's the one for Easter. This is the one from the week before Easter. And there's another Easter one. But there was 3. While I was gone, there was 3 Freebie Fridays. So do check those out. Yeah, and then if you are a Patreon, look for the White Flower Digital. There's a page of tags. Okay? And that is exclusive for the Patreons. It's in there. Okay. Now, if you're going to do something up at the top of your tag, which I am going to do, you want to make sure that you don't close off your pocket. Just a little reminder. How would I know that? How would I know to say that? Why am I having so much trouble with these stickers? So, let's see. So Jeff and I are putting together some sales. And so watch for those to come very soon. Also, my journals will be added back into the Etsy shop. And so that is exciting to have those go back in. After being on vacation, I take them out while I'm gone because I can't ship them. And so, okay, I have the glue, the paint. Do I have something that I can put down? I actually need like a tablecloth because I'm not very good at this yet. I get it all over. Oh, Shake It. This is that amazing paint from, I got it at Walmart. Big Mama introduced it to me last year, and then I couldn't find it. It's like I could find it at her Walmart, at Amber's Walmart. Both times I went to Amber's Walmart. But at that, if you guys remember, both of those times I didn't come home with, where is my fan brush? I am not a fan. There it is. That Amber, or that I flew with only my personal item. I flew home, so I couldn't take things. Okay, she told me to use something. It takes a while to dry, though. I need more water. Oh, geez, water. Is there any water? Let me see if I have water. Why would I have water on my desk? I'm probably going to end up, because I don't have my dropper thinger. It's going to be a little watery, but that's okay. Big Mama's is very watery because she takes, after she's done with it, she takes the whole thing and puts it back in her bottle of paint. So her paint is wet. Just FYI. Okay. Oh, my fan brush also. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh my gosh. What it bloopers are included. Big Mama, you're going to want to watch this. This is pretty funny. Oh my gosh, but I love it. Oh, I hope. You guys, there's gold spots on my phone from when I did this at the gathering. I'll cover that with something. Well, it'll be covered with the whatever you put there. Okay, so if I go like that. Oh, there we go. More control. More control. If you, I don't know if you noticed, but I was going like this and it was coming back. But by doing it and tapping it like this, and I'm sure she showed me that, because I was struggling. I was on the struggle bus. Every time I brought this stuff out, I was on the struggle bus. Because, you know, you just got to learn, right? Once you learn, then you know. But my phone still has gold specks. I thought I got them all off. And then I was noticing on Easter, somebody had a giant freckle on their cheek, like a birthmark. And then I noticed it was a gold spot. I was like, oh, I guess I still have gold spots. So, added the gold paint. So I think I have all the things on there that I need. Let's grab a baby wipe. Oh, Big Mama, it'll give you something to look forward to. Big Daddy should watch it too. He would get a laugh, because you guys, I'm shocked that I did not get covered in paint from that, but it could have happened. I'm telling you, it was pretty painful. Okay, let's see. What if we put some on the fountain? You know, since we've got it out. Don't stand still, you'll get painted. Jeff's phone is put away, so his phone won't get painted. In case he's listening and is worried. Okay, so tap on the top. Tap like this, it comes back at you. See that? I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts, so I want to make sure I don't get paint. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Look at the pretty. Look at the pretty. Okay, so let me show that paint again. We'll put, this is what she does. She puts it all back in. I'm going to go ahead and, because I have a lot this time. Okay. I'm going to have to clean my brush. Okay, then you go ahead and do that. Shake it in. Oh, I was... Dibs paper. Okay, so it is the Folk Art Treasure Gold, 2 fluid ounces. It comes in a package, a bubble wrap. So it's got a backing with the wrapping, and it's hanging up. It's not with the regular paints. There is gold and silver. And every time I go to my Walmart, there is silver. There is never any gold. Just saying. So... a sandwich having good splatters. I don't know if you can see. Oh, that's the wrong phone. The phone that has the, I'm like looking, I'm like, oh, they're all gone. Oh no, the phone that has the gold splatters is up there. Okay, so we have gold splatter, we have stickers, we have tape. And then, of course, for the last few items that I'm making, I'm distressing with the oxide vintage photo, because I still have not found my vintage photo. I have a feeling that I left it in Las Vegas when I went and helped set up Amelia, the new grandbaby, her room. And I had taken stuff to do things for her room, and I did take it with me. So we can go around this with this. There's a lot of green in my journal, so this I'm hoping will cut some of the green. but I will be coming in and adding just a little on the items that, just so that it has some of the green. Okay, be careful because the thicker spots might not be dry. Okay. So we have that little spot. I think I'll let it dry and then I'll add something on there. I do. Okay, so let's go ahead and for today's, do I have? Okay, I have an index card. And so for today's our Bible verse, I'm going to go ahead and use this. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Romans 15:13. And so I'm going to be making this index card to add to my Bible verse ring. And we have been adding Bible verses for several months to our Friday freebie so that you would have that and be able to use that how you wanted to. Whether you go ahead and use it as a reflection, add it into your personal journal. I have people that use it every week for their planner, and a couple have, well, one has reached out and said it's amazing how these go along with, sometimes they don't use it on the very week, but they'll go and they'll pull one out, and then it ended up being the perfect verse for them for that week. So and they put that, she puts it in her planner each week. And so, and I have people do that with their Friday freebie, that they use it for their they're like, well, I can just use it for my reflection each week in my journal. Like, okay, that's cool. I love it when people write me and tell me what they use the things for. You know, unless they say they use it to line the trash can or something. But absolutely. Bible ring is a great thing to have. Like, you know, taking your Bible with you is always the best way. But if, you know, if you're going somewhere and you're like, I'm going to want to take that with me because it is a great way to have verses to reflect on. This is how I choose to do mine. Some people do like watercolor painting and then add their Bible verse. Maybe they write it or whatever. Oh, good. Big Mama's home. Yay! Hugs to Big Daddy. Love you so much. Okay. Okay, so again, this came off of today's Friday freebie. And so this is what today's Friday freebie is. It's available in patreon.com/dearJulieJulie. We used it today to make a large tag with mini pockets. And I showed you 3 different ways to make the large tag with mini pockets. And of course, you're going to be able to just use an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You can make it smaller, all the things. I just thought it was a wonderful way to be able to use something that is one-sided. And you end up with a great the weight and everything is really good. That's what I was going for. Great weight. Okay, what can we use? Okay, go ahead and use the little Lotto. Bye, Tommy. So you could go ahead, and this would make a great stamp. So you can go ahead and use your postage scissors around the outside or rip it and get the look of a postage stamp. I like to use whatever it is that I used during the video that week to go ahead and finish it off. Okay, now I am all these things. It's like everything is new again, because you know, I haven't hardly been at my desk. Okay, cancel it. I have a postage stamp. There's one on each side. One is Paris, and I have that set up all the time. Okay, so here I have hope, joy, peace, and trust. Go ahead and you can cut those pieces apart. I am going to use the trust in him part. And then I look around my desk for other scraps that I need to use. So, okay, I'm going to put the trust in him and put it right here at the edge, and that way they're all touching. Okay, then so a lot of the times when I'm not doing a video and I make these all reflect on what the verse is saying, what it's saying to me. I find it amazing that, you know, I made this yesterday and it might have meant something totally different when I picked it as to when it shows up to be used. So one of the things you can do is you can write your reflection on the back here. And I don't do that because I pull this out every once in a while, and I don't know that I always want to share that. So sorry about that, but I do want some more of the gold paint. Let's see if it'll work for me again. It's little sprinkles. Well, snap it hard. Snap it hard. There we go. I love it. I love it because it's totally different than anything else that's in my Bible ring. So I need I went to Dollar Tree yesterday. I wanted to get some more of these magnet hooks, and they didn't have any. Did you guys see this little, we made this little tiny journal at our VIP. It has 3 signatures in it. It is the At Home digital, the first one. And it is actually the pages of the antique At Home book. And then it has a pocket in the front and a pocket or a pocket in the back and a pocket in the front. So fun. Little tiny journal. Anyway, that was sitting on top of, oh, this is my other, this is one that I started in one of those Bible journaling conference things. But this is the one that we've been doing. So you can see there, mine all end up different. And they, depends on what's on my desk. We did quilted tags that day. Sometimes they end up upside down, I guess. We did the moon. And every once in a while I mess up and we use the same one that we used before. But that's okay, because I think it's divine intervention that what we get on what days. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off. I'll just take off the top one, which is just this little business card that I did one time. And grab the crocodile. Okay, there we go. So this one goes here. Yeah, we'll just put it on the top. It's okay. Those were tiny sprinkles, so they should be dry. Okay, so there, we've added to the ring. Might need a bigger ring here pretty soon. I know I need a new holder because my tapes are being held up here too. And I only have 2 of those. But I think my Dollar Tree had those. Okay. So I have a colorful dibs paper. Okay. So today, using our Friday freebie, the Friday freebie one was this one. And I added the sticker and the die cut and the Dear Julie Julie postcard from the freebie. I used an Ideals magazine page as the base and then put the pieces from the freebie right on top of the pieces. I told you, showed you 3 times how to put together your base so that you'll have a slotted pocket and a pocket on top. You'll have a pocket on the side and a pocket on the bottom side. And I think this was a fun one. So here I took 2 of my book pages because for the Dear Julie Julie challenge, I need to use a book page as my base. So I showed you how to take 2 pages, put them together, and we have this one pocket and that pocket and our slotted pocket, and then over here, was it on this one? Yeah, on this one, it's over here. There's our back pocket. And then I did add a pocket to the front. This one, I used the welcome gift that we gave Anna in the Patreon. And so Anna got it, And so did all the Patreons, the paid Patreons. They received access to it as well. I want to make sure that my glue is closed. Okay. And then I showed you using a just a large ticket page, and we folded that. We had this as the cover. We have this. We have our slotted page. We have this and this. So the way that we did this one, you could do just any paper. Okay. Actually, any of them, you could do any paper. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you share your, if you do this, share them in the crafty community and the other places that you like to share things. I think it was a really fun one. Again, we're calling it a large tag with many pockets. And of course, if you want to, any of these could be pockets. This long piece here could be a pocket. These pieces could be more pockets. You can add more pockets. But I think it's also a fun one that we will be able to mass make. Hint, hint. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have an amazing, amazing day. Do you guys have any questions before we go? Bye, Chiquita. Bye, Mary. Yeah. And the hints, I've put out hints. You just have to go find them. There were hints for next month in the live video. So from Big Mama's, and that was a hint right there. Okay. Bye, everybody. I don't see any questions. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow is the window. Window specimen spot tag. Okay, so window specimen spot tag, and we'll be here at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time to share that with you. And then, of course, on Sunday, watch for a video. There will be no premiere on Sunday, but there will be a video. So please watch for that. And don't forget to comment. And you guys, thank you again. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, Kat.